Good morning, class. Today we are going to be discussing absolute value. Okay, so in a math context, absolute value is the distance the distance a number is from 0 on the number line. So how far a number is from 0. So 6 is 6 away from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And negative 6 is also 6 away from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the absolute value of 6 is 6, and the absolute value of negative 6 is also 6. And how do we know if something is absolute value? Well, we'll see these little lines around it. So the symbol we use to represent absolute value is this, with the number placed between the two lines. So the absolute value of negative 5 is written like this. So here's some examples. So what is the absolute value of 2/5? Well, it's just 2/5 because it's 2/5 away on either side of the number line. What about negative 25 and 5/10? Well, that's just going to be 25 and 5/10. So here's a real world example. Account balance of negative 25 means absolute value of $25 debt. So that means you owe $25. Marjorie has an account balance of negative 25, and Dixie has an account balance of negative 35. We know in math context, negative 25 is greater than negative 35. But in a real world context, what is the relative magnitude of Marjorie's and Dixie's debt? So if we go up here, in real world context, the absolute value of the magnitude of a positive or negative quantity. Distance and magnitudes are always in positive numbers, so the absolute value of any number is always positive. So what does that mean? So the relative magnitude of Marjorie's and Dixie's is that negative 35 is less than negative 25, but the absolute values are 35 and 25, which means that Dixie has a larger debt. So if you owed your parents $35, that means you owe them $35, right? And if your sister, brother, niece, nephew owe your parents $25, who has the bigger debt? Well, you do, because you owe more money. But if we were looking at negatives, the $25 one would be more. Okay, so that's that. Now, your math is going to look a little different because I'm trying to make it so that you can just answer through Google Classrooms. So this is exactly what we just went over. And then this is what you need to do. So you would just type in here your answer. Okay? Hopefully that is easy. And when you're done, you need to go to submit and submit it. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.